Yo, what it do, y'all? What's up, man? I'm back. I'm back from my little rant from Monday. If you're wondering, I'm a little bit better. That main event took me out, but hey, we come from just lackluster Raw to we going back to school, y'all. Yeah, back to school. Take a look as we see how Vince McMahon books NXT 2.0. That's right. I took the lyrics from Reading Rainbow and I put it in NXT 2.0. I don't care. Sue me. That's what we doing here. Man, come on in. You already know how it goes. Come on in. All Ringside Mayhem family. Calling all Ringside Mayhem family. Come in. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about it. What it do, Eddie? What's up, Eddie, man? Good to see you here. Man. We got some NXT 2.0 to talk about, man. We going to school. You got your backpack ready? You got your notepad? You got you got your pen? You remember when you used to do the checks before you go to school? Shit, goddamn it! All you used to do is just put your clothes on the bed, but you never used to look through your backpack. So you got all your shit. You got your lunch ready? This about to be some. Yeah. It's school. It's school. It's school. Once again, I took the words from Reading Rainbow and I put it in here. Take a look and see how Vince McMahon books NXT 2.0. 2.0. So come on in. Hey. And as you know, you already know. As you're coming in, as you're watching, go ahead and click that little share button. You know the share button that you click when you're on Facebook, or you might be on YouTube, or you might be on Twitter. Go ahead and click that share button and spread out this message. Go ahead and spread out this episode right here. Come on, let's all have a good little powwow, good little talk about some NXT 2.0. Let's get through it together. If you liked it, hey, let's smile together. If you didn't like it, woo, I got another bottle. You can join me. I'm just saying. So, yeah, man, how was everybody's day? It's Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. Did you have a taco today? Did you have a burrito? Did you have a naco? I know you remember nachos. If you're a '90s kid and you watched Impossible, I know you remember nachos. Did you have a naco? Yeah. Have you ever tried one? Have you ever tried it? Have you? I think you should. It's wonderful. And yes, I said it's wonderful. That means I tried it. They're wonderful. So yeah, man, come on in on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Talk some NXT 2.0, 2.0. Let me know what you thought about it. Did you watch it? One. And if you did watch it, what did you think? What did you think about it? Did you like it? Are you still feeling about NXT? Are you just in the middle? You feel me? Also, we're going to have a little bit more than just PCW for some Mayhem news to talk about. A little bit of Mayhem conversation that we love to have, especially after our reviews. We got some stuff to talk about, definitely, and some more announcements. So, yeah, man, come on in. And let the vibes hit you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. As I take a sip of the Dos Equis. Dos Equis. Yeah. All right. So let's get into this, man. NXT 2.0. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into some show. So yeah, man. So we started this NXT 2.0 with the Creed brothers going up against Inoue and Blade for the tag team championships. If you remember last week, as they were trying to celebrate their tag team title win, which Roddy quickly shut down, Inoue and Blade came to the Creed brothers and asked, "Hey, so congratulations, first of all. Great job. So since y'all say y'all fighting champions, how about y'all give us a title shot?" And the Creeds graciously said, okay, to the disappointment of Roddy. But hey, that's what it is. I don't know. I'm really feeling like, yeah, very soon, the Diamond Mine is going to break up. Either Roddy's going to leave or they're going to kick his ass out. It's one of those two. But as we started, we had the Creeds again going against Inoue and Blade. And hey, man, it was a good starting match. The Creeds put on a great match all the time. I love their ground and pound and mat-based style. And Inoue and Blade, they're growing on me. Their charisma is wonderful. Of course, you already know. I love to see my brothers doing great things. And their charisma is wonderful. I love their I love their promos when they're funny and when they're serious. But also in the ring, they can get this shit done. They definitely can get this shit done, and they brought it. And when I say they brought it to the Creeds. Really, you knew that the Creeds were going to win at the end of the day, but this match had you on your toes still. Between Inoue and Blade tagging in quickly and the high flying moves and just being able to isolate even the Creeds, even the way they were doing. It was wonderful. It was definitely a great thing to see. They put on a good first match. You had definitely I think the main highlight was which one, Julius, his name is, Creed coming in for the hot tag and just destroying everybody. Like when they whichever one get a hot tag in, when they get a hot tag, that mess is a fire ass tag. Like they're coming in guns blazing, suplexing everybody. Just they even had one move, as you can see in the bottom right. They had one move where pretty much one would pick up the other brother and just scoop slam him on somebody else. Like that. Who does this? Like, this is crazy. Eddie James says this was a good match. Man, it was definitely a bang up match. It was definitely a bang up match. Whew, man, the Creeds definitely always get the job done when it comes to, again, like I said, when it comes to matches and giving great matches, not just on pay-per-view, but even on this show. So I definitely, from matches wise, I definitely will give this one at least a 4. It was a good match. Definitely had me on my feet. The ending, again, once I said, was Julius Creed getting a hot tag, and after that, it was all downhill for Inoue and Blade. I don't know if Julius, like, because the finisher, it looked a little bit sloppy. I don't know. It looked like he kind of couldn't get a grip on Blade, but he got the finisher done, and they got that last 1, 2, 3, and of course the Creeds win. And after they showed a sign of respect, of a handshake and just saying, "Hey, good job, you brought it to us. You wanted a title shot. Hey, we gave it to you, and that was a good job." Again, a hell of a first match. A hell of a first match. I think that there was a good choice. This is definitely a good choice for a first match. And over Blade, I'm ready to see what more they have for him. I think sometime down the line they should give them a tag team title reign. I can see that. They should. There's actually a couple of great black tag teams I can see. Like, even after Melo, if Melo loses the North American title again, down the line, I can see Trick and Melo getting tag team championships. But in No Fan Blade, yeah, strapping on them. They're doing great things. They're trying very hard, and it's showing. It's showing in the ring. It's showing through the stories. I can see they're building in with the story of, yeah, they lost a lot in the beginning, but what they are doing now is they're copying up on every opportunity that they have in front of them. So hey, you can't beat that. So definitely loving that first match. Loving that first match is man, it's dope as hell. Once again, if you missed it, if you got TiVo or anything, or you got a special website, I'll say go back and check that match. Definitely a great first mismatch. So yeah, put in the comments. Let me know how you felt about the Creeds going up against Inofe and Blade. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Eddie James already said it was a good match. He's a good man. He's not a liar like Kevin Owens is, trying to make it seem like Ezekiel is Elias. He's no liar, okay? So he knows. So if he says it's good shit. Oh man. Well, we come from good shit to yeah, just some shit. When we have Tiffany Stratton going up against Fallon Henley. Now, first of all, let's just point this out already. We already know last week there was a problem between Tiffany Stratton and what's it called, Wendy Chu. Well, I guess the moral of the story is do not mess with Wendy Chu, because if you mess with Wendy Chu, she's gonna get back at you. Hey, see the bars there? Because we already see early on, you see Tiffany Stratton making her little entrance and just look in the back. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I still, wrestling wise, I still do not like fully, into the gimmick wrestling wise. I'm just like, I don't want it all the time with my wrestling, all the time, I'm saying. But I am highly sports entertained by Wendy Chu. I'm not gonna lie. When I go to school, and you already know NXT is school. When I go to school, Wendy Chu, she sports entertains me every time. She pops me every time. This was just hilarious. Like Tiffany Stratton just strutting her shit. Just I'm getting it. It's her Wendy Chu ass just bouncing across the goddamn stage. Like you just see a little silhouette just bouncing in a whole onesie. I don't know. It grew on me. She's making me feel like a woman, Orange Cassidy. I just hey, she sleeps. Orange Cassidy is just lazy. She sleeps. Hey, just don't give it to me too much all the time. But hey, I am definitely sports entertained by it. And right now, Tiffany Stratton is the new, I don't want to say victim, but yeah, she got the eyesight of Miss Chu. She shouldn't have interrupted her in the interview. But we try not to let this distract us from the match of Tiffany Stratton versus Fallon Henley. And yes, she came with Brooks and Jensen. And yeah, man. I will say this: Tiffany Stratton, she has some good moves in her itinerary, artillery. There we go. She has some good moves in there. Especially the one if you see in the middle left corner. Which I don't know what can she call the submission hold? When she put her legs behind her arms with Fallon just sitting down and just stretching out her neck and her back while doing a back arch. It's just, it looks wonderful. I'm just gonna say it looks wonderful, but also it does look painful. I already know how I feel when you try to do that stretch on your own, and that mess hurts on your legs. And depends on how you stretch it, your back too. So she has some good move sets in there. That Tiffany Stratton is another one that was kind of on the fence for me because hey, how many daddy's girls are we gonna have in WWE? How many, oh my god, I just this and don't max up my credit cards. How many of those gimmicks are we really gonna get? But this was an all right match. It did not end in it did not end without any controversy or haberdasheries, might I say, because Wendy Chu once again comes bouncing along in her big old ball paws, and she, instead of soda this time, she throws confetti all over Miss Stratton just to distract her to get a roll up, the most dangerous move, aka the backwoods. That's right. Fallon has stolen Xavier Woods' move, and she did the backwoods on Stratton and got the win. Man, it was a nice little match. It was a nice little match. You know what? And I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. Usually, I am a little bit hard on NXT. I'm gonna go back to it and I'm gonna move on. But after the bullshit from Raw, this is looking like a breath of fresh air for me. So you might even get a better rating than I have ever rated NXT right now. But definitely, yeah, it was a nice little angle. I was sports entertained definitely by Wendy Chu, as I always am. Again, I would say Tiffany Stratton looking good in the ring. And also, I haven't talked that much about Fallon. Fallon, and let me know what y'all think, but Fallon is she's giving me early Mickey James vibes. I don't know why. Not when I say early Mickey James, I'm talking about the stalker shit. Are now Mickey James vibes with the whole country, like even her entrance, it got a little bop to it. You know, it's like I got a little bop when she comes out. I like it. So I'm liking Fallon style too. Her with the two guys in the back, I'm kind of feeling it. I feel like I don't know why, but it just looked like they just look at her ass every time she just moved. Well, that probably because they already showed that they was horny as hell every time they go to any woman. So yep, I kind of feel like that's what's going on in the background. But Fallon is definitely also good in the ring. I cannot complain about those two. Sometimes maybe the gimmick of like I said, Stratton, but in the ring, they're good. I'm cool with that match. It was good. It was good. Let's go to the comments. Eddie James says Tiffany Stratton is improving. Yes, she is definitely improving. Even a little bit more better in her gimmick. Because like I said, at first it was like a whole daddy's girl thing. Oh my god, I got the car and you cannot max up my credit card that my daddy gave me. No. And yeah, it wasn't really working that way. But it got better. It definitely got better. She even getting to a more, I just feel like I'm the queen of whatever or the princess of whatever. And she's starting to mold herself a little bit more. I'm loving it. I am loving it. So you're right. She is improving. Eddie James says, I watch NXT, then AEW, and I am so glad AEW exists. Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I don't like to fully compare promotions. But I would say, yeah, I am glad AEW exists just on the base of giving us more options of something to look at and more options of something to love, something to like, something like to watch. I put them on two different stratospheres. That's another reason why, when they tried the whole NXT versus AEW thing, I'm like, they're on two different stratospheres. Like Vince's whole vision is sports entertainment, even for NXT. That's why he changed it to 2.0. This is exactly why. But and sports entertainment is a whole, and I mean all sports entertainment. Yes, I know some people are like, oh, it's the same thing. You're right, because it is a sport that's entertaining. You are correct. But when you focus more, and I do mean way more, on the entertainment part or aspect of it, like you see more promos, which we're going to talk about in this episode of NXT, because there was a whole bunch. It almost felt like more promos than wrestling. It felt like more vignettes and everything than wrestling. And even on Raw and SmackDown, like when you focus more on the promos and more on the backstage stuff and all that than what's happening in the ring, or then what's happening in the ring or fighting or whatever, yeah, you're more entertainment. You're more sports entertainment than say pro wrestling. Not a shade, not a dig at it, but hey, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what it's gonna be. But once again, Fallon gets the win with an assist from Miss Wendy Chu by way of confetti to face, and Fallon has again stolen the backwoods from Xavier Woods. So that's what we're getting right there. So then after this, man, like I said, I couldn't hate on this. I couldn't hate on it at all. But man, oh man, I don't know why they gotta make her sound like this. But we gotta talk about this. Why does Lash Legends sound like a goddamn hater? She did a whole promo sounding like a hater, and I don't know how. I don't know why they make her seem this way. Pretty much they have Lash Legend doing a vignette pretty much talking about her accolades compared to ABBA Fires. She's saying she's tired of hearing ABBA Fire talk about her heritage and talk about where her heritage comes from, why she got the fire and everything like that. So she's saying she can't compare to her, so she, why don't I, name my attributes, the attributes I got in track and field, her making tabloids and ESPN, you feel me? She talked about her college basketball days, at Texas A&M and every, it's just, and hey, these are great stuff. And like, again, I feel like Lash Legend is a great athlete. Completely. Look, you see the proof. The proof is in the pudding right there. She is a great athlete. Just again, I feel like she still needs to work on, or they still need to work on her. I don't want to say gimmick, but they need to work on her story. I still feel like it just feels like they built her story on being a hater of everybody else. That's not her, and it's and I mean just a hater for no reason. It just feels like that, like I said before, when it came to when she fought Nikita Lyons, it felt so superficial. Oh well, I want to fight you because you getting all the praise and your booty fake. What? This is what we're fighting over. You couldn't find anything else, any other reason. They both did fight on NXT Level Up. You could have talked about that. You could have said, hey, well, I had an undefeated streak in NXT Level Up. And so, yeah, I see, so did you, but you got more of the praise. You could have mentioned that, but no, you went straight to your booty's bigger, but I think it's fake, and I look better. And it just they're making Lash seem like just a hater. I don't know if they're trying to make her seem like another Bianca. You feel me? Without saying EFT, but being another Bianca, because again, she is strong as hell. She is fast as hell, very athletic. She's an Amazon. She is very tall. She's very tall also. So I don't, I think they're trying to build her as another one. Exactly, especially, being a black woman, taking on that mantle or something like that for NXT, since, Bianca's on Raw and on SmackDown on the main roster. So, they probably looking for another one and seeing Lash as that one. And probably she could be. But yeah, I just feel like they need to work on her story a little bit more, because this whole thing, this whole segment, I just felt like, okay, yeah, you got all those accolades, so why are you hating so hard on somebody talking about their heritage? I just don't get it. I don't get it. I just it just make you seem like a more of a hater than anything. And if that's what it is, and they try to make it seem like a heel because of it, okay, all right, cool, I guess. But I just feel like it can be something more deeper than that. It could and should be. You feel me? Yeah, I just don't know. What y'all think? What y'all think? Let me go to the comments real quick. And let's see. Let's go to Eddie James, as he says, I am glad I like both companies without bashing the other. More fans should do the same. That is very true. Hey, look, if you love wrestling, love wrestling. If you don't like a certain show, just shut the fuck up about it and just like what you like. You don't have to ruin everybody else's fun and love for something just because you don't like it. It's demeaning, and it just makes you look stupid. I'm just sorry. It makes you look stupid. I'm sorry. But very right, Eddie James. And Tristan says, I don't know that I didn't know that petty was a personality trait. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I didn't even know. It can be something so much deeper that they can do for Lash. Like, yo, like that. And that's also why I say that's also why we call NXT 2.0 school. Because the only time you ever saw some petty ass fight or some petty ass reason to fight like that was in school. Remember in high school, but like, why are you fighting? Well, I don't know, because she wore the same shirt as me. What the fuck? So you in fisticuffs with this girl, or you in fisticuffs with this guy because he had the same old Jordans as you and you didn't like it. That's high school shit. That is high school shit, and NXT is definitely high school, or I might even say middle school. Fuck it, it's recess. Okay, I already told you, Toxic Attraction is an Ashley's. The Ashleys was toxic as hell on recess. I don't care what y'all say. Also, Tristan says, as long as the NXT crowd don't call her ratchet, they still got time to figure it out. I don't know. I don't know. It might be almost that time. It might be almost that time. Hell, it didn't take long to call for when they was at Full Sail for them to call Sasha ratchet. It's almost that time. They might do it. They might call it ratchet, or they might call her a hater. It's gonna be one of those because the crowd has been they've been on one too. We're gonna talk about that in a couple of matches because the crowd has been. Whew. Eddie James says, Lash Legend, in my opinion, is clearly Vince seeing another Bianca. And that's what I think. I think he's trying to make another Bianca, but he's not even realizing what is making Bianca Bianca. It's like, it's not about the whole or nothing like it. That is not what's making Bianca Bianca. That's not what's making her great. It's the fact that she has stood by and said what she meant and meant what she said and put action behind it. And then the fact that she has actually been the EST of NXT. She has been the best athlete and all that, and shown it in the ring. And the fact that she is black, that has been helping. But I feel like Vince feels like, oh, Bianca got over. So now she's like, oh, let me do almost everything that is almost racially now I want to say just offensive, but just everything that black woman might do. Let me try and put it. Let me have Lash Legend roll her neck more and get mad at this petty reason. I just feel like he's picking the wrong things on why he thinks Bianca is on fire right now, and he's making Lash look and sound like such a hater in almost every feud. The Nikita feud, hater. The freaking what was it when she tag team with what's her name? Because it still was with Nikita and Cora Jade, I think it was. And when she tag team with Natalya, which didn't make any sense, like which is out of nowhere, sound like a hater with another hater in Natalya, because Natalya always been playing that hater role. Because like, oh my god, I should be this because I'm a legend. Yeah, it just never worked. Tristan says somebody in creative been watching Dave Chappelle hater sketches. Hey, you know what? The reason I'm laughing so hard, shout out to Public Enemy Podcast, yo. Shout out to Public Enemy Podcast, because they put up a meme of pretty much, it was like the interviewer asking Seth Rollins, so why did you enjoy doing what you did to Cody Rhodes? And instead of Seth Rollins' interview, they put up Ice-T on Dave Chappelle I think it was the Haters Club, the Hater Player Club, and Ice-T just explaining why he loved being a hater. That was the best shit ever. So I feel it. I think they have been watching Dave Chappelle. You're probably right, Tristan. And also, lastly, Tristan says, trust me, my best friend and a mutual homie almost got into a fight over hot chocolate back in high school. I am intrigued. You know what? I hope you got the crack open your beer, man. But if you didn't, I am intrigued. I give you a toast for that because I want to hear more. Wherever it is throughout this little this little show we're gonna talk about, go ahead, man. Go ahead and let me know about this because they got into a fight over a hot chocolate. See, that sounds like a fight that would happen on NXT 2.0. Yeah, that sounds exactly like what would happen on NXT 2.0. Lord Jesus. But after this little promo, we find out next week we are getting, yes, Alba Fire going up against the Last Legend. So let me know what y'all think. Do you think that Alba Fire will come out the winner? Or we will actually get a Last Legend win? Because also so far with being a hater, because we already know haters always lose. And so far, it's been loss after loss after loss after loss for Lash. And again, I'm not liking the way they have been booking her and making her look. So let me know what y'all think. Do you think this will be finally a win for Lash? Do you think this will be a long standing rivalry, or do you think this is just going to be another stepping stone for Alba Fire as she is in her new morphed Alba Fire form to just step up to another woman or to the women's title? I hope that this is a little bit more for Lash because, yeah, again, they're just making it seem like a one-off hater, and I don't like it. But yeah, man, let me know what you feel, But man, after this, we had we went to commercial break, and after the commercial break, it was. Here's another thing I want to know what y'all think about this, man. Because I don't know exactly how to feel. Because I remember I said last week how I was excited about seeing Apollo Crews back in NXT. There was a lot that he didn't do. He even been saying it in a lot of promos and videotaped vignettes and whatnot. That when I came back, there's a whole lot of unfinished business and all that. Cool, I am down with that. You are right. But y'all, what the fuck was this? What what was this? So you have first it starts off with like a mirage of almost like a dream of Apollo coming back to NXT, which he actually did, but I guess he dreamed about it again. And it was a daydream because completely his eyes was wide open. So he was daydreaming in a restaurant out of all places. I don't even know what type. It looked like a old Denny's or something because it's those booths. It looked like Denny's booths. I'm just saying. So he was in a Denny's. I'm just gonna say Denny's. He was in a Denny's, chilling, thinking about how he came back, and then what woke him up from his daydream was, I guess, a man yelling at a waitress. And as he is yelling at a waitress, I guess he had a equalizer moment where he envisioned, like he was looking at it, and he envisioned himself walking up to the man at the table and saying, "Hey, do we have a problem?" And the man says, "Well, I guess we do." And then he continues to beat his ass. Then he comes back to himself. It was almost like that last episode of Twilight where it didn't really happen. So I'm like, wait, what the fuck was this? Then come to find out, he really does do it at the end of the whole thing, and he goes up to him and he attacks a man that was yelling at a waitress. I don't know what the heck this. What did this have to do with NXT? What does this have to do with him not winning any title in NXT and him having unfinished business? Did this man that was yelling at the waitress make him remind him that he never won a title yet? I don't know. Somebody please explain this. Somebody please explain this to me, man. Oh my god. Wait, hold on. Wait, I think we got an update. Tristan says, I passed the fuck out when I got home. I was misunderstanding that involvement with a white shirt. Well, that involved a white sweatshirt and not giving a single fuck. Plus, it was raining. Yeah, man, that's a lot going on. That's a lot going on. And also, he says the beer is still in the fridge. Hey, man, I already know you're gonna like it when you crack it open, though. I already know. And Eddie James says Apollo Crews was caught up too soon. He was. He was definitely caught up too soon. What the fuck was this? What was this? I'm glad he was called back, but what was this? Like what did this vignette at all had to do with this? Eddie James says Vince must be high when he comes up with NXT storylines. I guess so. I Either Vince is or John Laurinaitis is sniffing some coke. I don't know. It's something. Tristan says either Apollo's new gimmick is being Moon Knight or the grid had me thinking he's turned into Dr. Umar. Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those. Like I don't know if he's like, you know what, Mr. White Man, you shouldn't be yelling at that woman like that. But no, because I don't think Dr. Umar would have helped that white woman. He wouldn't. He wouldn't. He would have just been like, like he just would have looked at them both like, that's just a shame. But so it couldn't be Dr. Umar. I think the Moon Knight one is it. He's making him a black Moon Knight. That's what it is. So in his mind, he just go deep in his mind and just attack different people that I guess harass waitresses and probably old ladies on the street. And then he challenges them to a match. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. I don't know. That's my girl. Young Rich Skinny says, why Apollo steal Draco Anthony's gimmick? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't know. Poor Draco. I don't know. Young Rich Skinny says that was the same coffee shop. Go to the segments. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, cool. That's what it is. All right, because I thought it was a Denny's. Young Rich Skinny, I really thought it was. I was like, it got to be a Denny's. It looked like a Denny's. That's what it looks like to me. It was some type of breakfast spot. But and what do you think about this, Young Rich Skinny? Like, do you think what are they planning for Apollo? We could talk about this all night long. Just go ahead and put this in the comments before we move on. Lastly, Tristan says the pictures had me think he was looking in disgust. He was though. He was looking at the man in disgust. The top right one. He was looking at the man just to like berate this waitress. Like literally, he was just looking at him like, and like literally, like he was talking shit to the waitress. He was just like, "What the fuck is my food?" He didn't say fuck, of course, because it's PG. But I'm not PG. He was like, "What the fuck is my food? Do you know who I am? I'm a very important person." And the more he said very important person, the madder, that's when it got close up on Apollo's eye. And then he went and attacked the white man. I don't know. I don't know what the storyline is. Oh God. He just attacking strangers on the street. Next he's gonna get arrested. Tristan says they're gonna make this nigga psychic. Hey yo, that eye do kind of look like the That's So Raven eye. If the future he can see, that's so Apollo. NXT and me, that's so Apollo. Young Rich Skinny says, I have no clue. At least they're doing something. Well, with shit like this, I'm needing to do nothing. I'm sorry. With shit like that, I need them to do nothing. But man, let's move on. Let's move on. Because after this, we have the next match of Wesley going up against Zion Quinn for like the 100th time. But they are building up Wesley. They're trying to. One thing I'm getting sick of also when it comes to NXT right now, y'all stop mentioning the goddamn releases y'all did. Can y'all please just stop that? Like, just make a storyline off of some unreal shit that y'all did right now, especially when it comes to releases. Why the fuck are y'all even mentioning it? Like, just let it go, leave it alone. You already did it, but nah, y'all had to start this out with, oh yeah, Wes is now trying to, caught back up after losing his partner that we can't mention because he got fired, so we can't even mention his name or show his likeness right now. So I don't know. And then again, having going against Zion Quinn, and I feel like, okay, good for Wes, but then it's like, Zion, why are y'all even? I don't want to say a full burial, but why are you having him lose so many times now? I don't feel like it's cool. Like, I don't know. When I first saw Zion Quinn, I'm like, okay, all right, he can be a force to be reckoned with in the ring and whatnot. And I felt like, he can have some charisma probably, but then they gave him a little bit too much charisma when he started doing like dance offs and shit. So I don't know. And now they have him losing over. I think what is this the second time he lost? Because the first time they met, I know Zion won. Then the second time, I think Zion lost because it was a roll up. I do believe. Now this third time, Zion loses again. So now what? is West getting? Is it like now they're letting West get his confidence, but now Zion is, now he's in a downward spiral, and we're gonna talk about more about something that's gonna contribute to that downward spiral too, and later on in the show. But yeah, man. What y'all think about this whole dynamic when it comes to West, and also when it comes to Zion? Tristan says the definition of throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. Yeah, that's definitely what NXT is doing with fucking Apollo. I do believe that's exactly what it is. Young Rich Skinny says I need Wesley versus Carmelo. Hey, that's what I said. I'm glad that they're building him up. We could possibly see that. Maybe they're building him up to put him in the yeah, what's it called? I'm about to say United States Championship, the North American Championship picture. And I'll be down with that. Especially since he's not in the tag team no more. I'll definitely be down with that. He is a great competitor. He's a great athlete. Him versus Carmelo, I feel like will be dope as hell. Yeah, I feel it. The younger Skinny says I like it because it's realistic. I feel you. It is very really. It is. Wait, when you say it's realistic, are you talking about Wes and how he's feeling after losing his partner? Or are you talking about them always mentioning the releases? Because I can't with them always mentioning releases, especially the way they're doing it, because you can't. I would be down with it if you fully go into it then. Like, say, fuck it. Okay, we're gonna mention our fuck up, or not fuck, or what we don't feel like is a fuck up, whatever. But we're gonna mention it. You feel me? Like, say, okay, like, yeah, I lost my, my partner. Say his name, still show his face, but you already know how WWE does. Once they let somebody go, they're not gonna show the person's face. They're not gonna show the person's likeness. They're not even gonna mention their goddamn used to be name or whatever. You feel me? We even saw that. Damn, I didn't get to mention it. But we're gonna mention it. I'll mention it right now though, because it's still before the match, the main event. But they even did this, doing the same shit with Indy Hartwell. Like, yo, I lost my best friend and I lost my man. Who? You lost your man? Who? Because you don't know. The main thing I'm saying about that is you don't know who knew, and I mean new, like new, it will be totally new to NXT. So now somebody totally new is coming in, like, oh, who was her man? But they won't even name the person. You feel me? They won't even name, like, okay, like and I get, some people would have their favorites and be like, oh, well, well, hey, at least, I don't want them to get rid of my favorites, or at least I want them to mention my favorites. I get it, but it's still just like, just mention them. Still, like, I don't. It don't make any sense, because now you're mentioning somebody. It's like you're mentioning a ghost. You feel me? It's like you're mentioning a non-character. So it really shouldn't matter, or don't matter what you're talking about now, because this person's never going to pop back up again. So just move on from it. Give her another story. Give her something else. Yes, it's realistic, but then, like, you're trying to put reality into still something that is not real, because you can't mention it, or you won't mention it. So it's like it's too much blurred lines in that shit. I just, for me, you feel me? But if you love it, hey, all the power to you, younger Skinny. Because I feel you. I do like realism in storylines also, so I do feel it. Tristan says the Fed want everyone, and everyone is in all caps, everyone on their toes at all times. Yeah. And I guess even part of that is, hey, we'll let you go, and we're still going to mention you in the storyline, but you're not going to mention you. So, stay on your toes, because we're going to remind you about you being fired every time when you're at home watching us, but not mention your name. Tristan says Zion ain't been the same since he got swooned by. Oh yeah, since he got swooned by Elektra and Legato. Yeah, man. He ever since then, ever since that whole thing, he hasn't been the same. He hasn't been the same at all. God, it's been like a downhill for Zion for me. Young Rich Skinny says it's both. I guess I mean for the realistic part, it's both. And again, I already told you how I felt about that. So okay. Again, all the power to you. I feel you. And also, Younger Skinny says the left is my faves. It's my faves releases. I'm fine with it. And like I said, I feel it. We're always going to have our favorites. We're always going to have our faves. That get released, and then we're not going to like it. But I'm just storyline wise for me, I'm like, okay, why? How are you going to mention something without really mentioning it? You feel me? Or give a more deeper, even if you're not going to say the name, give a more deeper detail. Because again, you never know who is new that is going to watch NXT, and now you just throwing just anything to the wind for the new viewers is just, I don't know, it just seemed like a crap move to me. And lastly, before we move on, Tristan says, when they gone, they are gone. Yeah, they gone. They gone. They are definitely gone. And I'll tell you a couple more people that are gone. And that is the dyad. Yep. I told you we were gonna talk about fan chants. Let's talk about this shit. Ooh wee. So we had the debut of Joe Gacy's dyad tag team. And I thought we at least gonna get an unmasking. You feel me? And we find out who the dyad really is, who has been the hooded men that have been circle jerking around fucking Braun Breaker and helping them get pushed off ledges and shit. I thought we were gonna find all this out. But apparently not, since they changed from their black robes to now their what? It looks like a velvet snuggie that they have on with a hood. So since his velvet snuggie wearing dyads got some new gear, they rocked it for the whole, and I mean the whole match. I know you guys know that Mac hates jacket time because he hates jacket ass because he always wears a jacket during the match. I wonder how he feels about these guys wearing this hood and this whole velvet. I know they hot in that shit. This whole hot crushed velvet snuggie hoodie during the match. It even got to the point where the fucking crowd was yelling, "Take your hood off." Like, yo. So I guess it's gonna still be a while until we find out who the dyad is. And they pretty much just squashed the tag team that they were facing. Then Joe Gacy just hits a promo about joining him and just going to the next level. Now that the I gotta say it again, the dryads. I'm gonna call them the dryads or dryads because that's what it was. It was a dry-ass debut. I am not. The only thing I would just want them to do is just unmask. I'm not too much that deeply into this whole thing, but hey, they even doing the little Joe Gacy finger thing where they just put their fingers together and they just do this shit, and they like literally for about a good 5 minutes of the match, that's all he did was just stand there like this, while the other guy was just looking at him like, okay, y'all gonna move or not, and then they tore him up. So, hey, what y'all think about the dyads and the debut of Joe Gacy's new force to be reckoned with? And you know what? Tristan comes in with the win. Who are these niggas? I don't know. who are I? Oh God, I don't know who they are. I don't know who the fuck they are. It's just, oh God, I really thought we were gonna get an unmasking. I don't know who the hell they are. They're just men that like wearing crushed velvet hooded suits and wrestling them. Again, I know they were hot as fuck in that shit. I don't care what nobody say. I know they were hot as hell. Eddie James says, "What is Joe Gacy's character anyway?" how do I explain Joe Gacy's character? God, I wish SP3 from True Hill Heat was on here. He probably can explain it more better. Hell, he can do the voice hella good. He probably can explain. Joe Gacy is like, he's supposed to be one of those like demented people that it's almost like get you to drink the Kool-Aid, talking all of the, talk of the world, saying, oh, we can all be in one, one place, and, because he always speaks on, triggering and being triggered, and he speaks about everybody being on the same level playing field. Remember, there was that one time that he actually faced somebody for the cruiserweight championship, knowing damn well he tried to, and he was like, oh well, that shouldn't be, because you're what do you say, you're body shaming me. It's like one of those, and he's using all the terms of the world to get you to join his, I guess you could say, cult type of following he has or is trying to get. He has said in his own words that it is not a Bray Wyatt type of thing, that his character is definitely way different than Bray Wyatt. I feel like it is too, because Bray was more. No, because I wouldn't say Bray, because Bray was more. He never used that type of language. He never talked about being being body shamed and all that. He just was talking about follow the buzzards. He'll talk about follow follow the fire, follow flight. Like, he always had a encrypted meaning. He always had some encryptions to everything that he said. With Joe Gacy, it's not really encrypted anything that he says. It's straight out. It's nothing that's behind the scenes that he's saying. It's just, it's not there. It's just it sound like a social. You trying to be like a social justice person, but they're making a social justice person seem like a bad guy. I don't know, but it's not Bray. I will agree with him on that. Yeah, you're definitely not Bray. It's definitely not anything Bray Wyatt. Because again, like I said, Bray was more encrypted than ever, and Joe is not encrypted at all. Joe Gacy is not encrypted at all. He's just trying his best to be creepy, and he's working a little bit with it, but yeah, God. Tristan says, who wrestles in what's that, Velvet or Velour? These niggas, that's who does that. Them, you see this? That they do. That's who wrestles in it. Let's see. Tristan says, somebody call the Scooby Doo and the Mystery Gang. Please do, because we need to unmask these motherfuckers. Please. Also, Tristan says, I'm too sober for this shit. Let me find this for you. I'm sorry, sir. That's why I had to take a drink. God bless you. Young Rich Skinny says she has no thoughts on Joe Gacy. But after having no thoughts, she probably had one thought, and she said Joe Gacy is Bray Wyatt 2.0. Again, don't really. He's a wish Bray Wyatt. If they are trying to portray Bray Wyatt with Joe, he is a wish Bray Wyatt, like straight off a wish. Yeah. Eddie James says, so Joe Gacy is a I didn't even read that yet, Eddie, and we here, man. We are here. Yeah. Like, nothing like Bray, but they're trying, and they don't, again, like I said with Bianca, they don't know what really got Bray over, but they're just trying to, like, oh, well, he was creepy, so let's make him do creepy shit. No, that's not it. And Tristan lastly says, Joe Gacy's character is a reformed Republican who became a bipolar cult leader under the guise of being a positive woke person. You know what? That is perfect. That's the shit, I should star this. I'm gonna star this. I'm gonna try to favorite it. I'm gonna put it on top that because that is the perfect. I think it's the perfect description of what Joe Gacy is. Read it once again. Joe Gacy character is a reformed Republican who has become a bipolar cult leader under the guise of being a positive woke person. You know what? I think that's the best. That's the best description of. Tristan, you get a round of applause for that shit. See, that's why you needed to be sober, because you wouldn't have got that if you wasn't sober. You wouldn't have got that one, because hell, unsober, I can't even get that. Sober, I can't even get that shit, and unsober. So it's like you got that shit. You definitely got that. But yeah, the dyad. Okay, it's going downhill from here. It's going downhill. It's going downhill. After this, we had a backstage segment where pretty much a Mr. Cameron Grimes was backstage looking sad as hell, but he was not taking any pity from anybody. He wasn't taking any sorries or any, hey, it's gonna get better. And Braun tried himself, Mr. Braun Breaker, and Grimes told him, hey, I told you. Like I told these people, I don't need no pity. And he left. After Mr. Duke Hudson, the card playing Duke Hudson, the poker losing Duke Hudson, came to Braun Breaker and reminded him that he did actually beat him in a match via disqualification. So, you know what that means? He think he deserves the title match. So, Braun being who Braun is, being just, hey, I'll fight whoever, whenever, said, all right, cool. Well, tonight, get the match done, and it can be for my championship. Fuck it. And that's what we got later on. We ended up getting Braun Breaker going up against Duke Hudson later the night, and we will talk about that match. But yeah, that's where that went. And then, as I said, also, we had Zion Quinn backstage with oh god, I forgot his name already. God damn it. The guy that used to be a bodyguard for what's his name? Grayson Waller. Yeah, him. There we go. That big ass dude. He was chilling with some ladies, and he was just talking when Zion passed him, and he chose to just break his conversation with the lady and say, hey, man, what happened to you? You losing this shit? You came from Zion Quinn to just a beating stick. What's wrong with you? And Zion looked like he was about to fight him, and then they ended up leaving. And he pretty much said, hey, I think I found my next match. So look out for Zion Quinn versus Grayson Waller's old bodyguard. Pretty much. Yeah, that's what we got there. Okay. Yeah, that was that. Then after this, again, going downhill. After this, we had Stacks and Dimes getting a promotion. So we came from this shit to this shit. Stacks and Dimes is promoted. Now, already in my mind, I felt like this was going to be some bullshit. Because I'm like, okay, what more of a promotion can you get other than being the two henchmen? Okay. So, let's talk about it, man. We had, pretty much we had Mr. Tony D'Angelo coming out with Stacks and Dimes, and also his newly family members are lackeys, Legado del Fantasma, in the background as he sits and talks to Stacks and Dimes and remind them, hey, Dimes, remember that time when I met you when we were 6 years old and you popped old dude in the nose? Yeah, that was a good times. And hey, Stacks, remember that time When your dad said that business was never gonna go, we were 6. Remember? But the whole time, the crowd wasn't into it. I wasn't into it. Everybody was like, okay, just get this the fuck over with. It wasn't even. It didn't even get any heat. It didn't even get any real heat. Like boo, you got the bad guys. It was just like move on from this shit. Stop it, please. He went on to tell them that they have always gave their all for the family, no matter what position they were in the family, and that showed, I guess, that's I'm about to say stand and deliver in your house when pretty much he took a brass knucks to the face and still end up pinning on which he ended up getting pushed on the guy either way. But hey, so he now promotes Stacks and Dimes from associates to act to, I guess they now have the real title of bodyguards to the fighters of the family, I guess. He then D'Angelo proceeds to go on and give them some watches, which then it was funny because then Phantasma looking at their watches like, well, that shit is cheap. And, and then he also gave them stacks of money. It was funny. It was definitely funny that he gave some stacks, I guess. But then he told them, hey, take care of your kid, take care of yourself. Yeah, I love you. They gave the 2, Italian kisses, mwah, mwah, all that shit. And the crowd was just not into it. It was just it was no heat, and it was no real cheering, And remember when Tony D'Angelo first came on the scene on NXT, everybody was loving it. Everybody was putting up the little fingers on the emojis on Twitter and shit. But it feels like he has lost his luster and is getting more and more lost in the shuffle. But it didn't end there because he tells a Mr. All of Legato that they need to start listening to him, and that this is not no more Legado del Fantasma, but they are part of the family, and part of the family means they cannot snitch. Part of the family means they cannot talk unless they are talked to by Tony D'Angelo, and they must agree. Which only one of Legato actually shook his hand, and then, which probably might be something to look at. And then he proceeds to say, and now the next bit of business that y'all need to focus on is what I'm focused on, and that is the Don of NXT actually being a champion of NXT, and he is looking at a championship. And since he said a championship, you already know that a champion of NXT had to come out, Mr. Carmelo Hayes, and he was like, hey, I know you're not talking about my championship. I know you're not talking about my championship, man. I told you you don't want to do this shit. You don't want to do it. Tony D'Angelo pretty much came forward and said, you know what? I wasn't talking about your championship, but now since you come in my business, I'm looking at your championship. I was like, I'm pretty sure you was about to mention it, because I know you wasn't about to mention the NXT championship. I know you wasn't. I already know you wasn't. But okay, let's just say you wasn't about to mention it. Let's just say that for face value. So he said, but you don't call the shots. I do. I'm the Don. So you know what? Even before I meet you and take your championship, how about you have a match with Sex and Dimes, you and Trick? So later on, we get Trick and Mello going up against Stacks and Dimes, but not until they actually made this official. And next week, we are getting Carmelo Hayes versus Tony D'Angelo for the North American Championship. So let's talk about it, man. What y'all feeling about this new little family arrangement they got going on with Legado del Fantasma? How you feel about this promotion segment? The title match. Do you think that Tony D'Angelo should get a title match? And also, how do you feel about Tony? Do you think he lost his luster too? I do a little bit, but hey, let's know, man. Let us know. We could talk about it, man. Let's go. Young Rich Skinny says, why was Cameron in black folks' business? I was scared he was gonna call my brothers some nickels. Yeah, I feel you, and that's another thing too, because the way Vince be playing his racial shit sometimes, and I'm like, you're really having a black guy in a feud with the Italians. Nobody see a problem with this. Nobody see how this might go, especially in Vince's mind and shit. Nobody sees where this might. Okay, all right. I felt it too. I felt that nickel. I like, yeah, there you go. That's the word. I felt like nickel was coming from was going to come from his mouth. Even if it didn't come from his mouth, it probably was in his mind. Yeah, goddamn dimes and nickels. Yeah, yeah, I feel you. Tristan says, "Why did I just imagine the whole bloodline getting interrupted by the Acclaimed, and Roman couldn't stop laughing at Max Caster's rap? Why did you imagine that? We're not even on the bloodline or AEW. How did you? Hey, you sure you sober? You you may not have a drink, but you got anything else? You sure you over here having Apollo Cruz's dreams and shit? What's going on, bro? What's going talk to me? You all right? You good? But that shit would be funny. I already know he would laugh. I already know he would. I already know it would be hilarious. Young Rich Skinny says Valentina and Ulyssa are way too comedic to be some eye candies. Oh, that was the two that was next to Grayson Waller's bodyguard, huh? Okay. And they're very comedic. Well, shit. Yeah. Hey, look, we was all talking about it. That's how Vince is. He probably ain't using them right. Now they just eye candy, just on this big ass dude. Just, oh my god, he's so big. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this? Eddie James says, didn't Stacks get fired? Nope, Stacks is still in here. Stacks and Dimes, they're both still there. Nope, Stacks did not get fired. Not that I know of. I will look it up, but yep. No, they're both there, and unless they hired two new people and then called them Stacks and Dimes, but as I live and breathe, I do believe that is the same Stacks and two Dimes. Yep, that's just them. It's not even dimes; it's two dimes. You got to be specific. Yeah, maybe they changed their mind. I don't know. Even Tristan says, I thought two dimes got let go. Or Stacks, whichever. Yeah, I don't know. This whole thing is just a blah to me. It's just a blah to me, and yeah. Young Richie says, poor Tory. His last match, more releases to mention. What? Wait a minute. Okay, we might. Oh god damn it! I did see that they were saying more releases was going to be made. Oh god damn it! I will be looking this up right now, and I will be yeah, we're gonna talk about this for sure. Eddie James says, I just don't vibe with Tony D'Angelo. Yeah, I didn't from the gate. I already told y'all remember that episode. I said I did not agree with Tony D'Angelo being the one to beat Tommaso Ciampa for his last match. I did not agree with that. I don't think it should have been him. I don't care how many times or how much, the people was putting these up and shit. I didn't give a fuck. I don't think he should have been the one to beat Tommaso Ciampa. No, why the fuck? Why wasn't it? It should have been somebody like a Braun Breaker. It should have been a title match that he lost in or something. God. Yeah. So I'm not vibing with Tony D'Angelo either. Eddie James says, didn't Tony D'Angelo call Carmelo Hayes a boy last week? He did, and that shit felt weird. I had to take a drink on that because that shit felt hella weird. Again, I'm not liking this dynamic. I'm not liking it at all. Italians, black guy. We seen it in all the movies. We seen it in real life. And Vince, let's just want to play into this, huh? This all right, I guess so. Young Rich Skinny says, Cameron used to saying it too. Yeah. Yeah. I know. Young Rich Gang says NXT was taped. He got released. So it is true. He did get released. Wow. I'm gonna go look up the full list right now because yeah, that's oh god. Damn it. Cameron definitely be getting the fever. He's from NC and be waiting for Sundra season. Oh man. Young Rich Skinny says also D'Angelo got injured at the live show, so I don't know where the Italians go after this. Damn, this is fucking crazy. Tristan says, guess who's watching New Jack City later? I think his name is Tristan. As soon as he get home, um, Eddie James says NXT is just Vince racism out loud. Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong. No, you're not. This is Vince's dream. He got all the blondes he want to do blonde shit that he thinks all blondes do. He got all the. He's even using all the black people. Like even though even though Carmelo Hayes is killing the game right now. He's killing the game. He's not lying when he say he don't miss. No matter what you give him. But you know Vince is loving the whole barbershop shit. Oh yes, that's so black. Like, nigga, how the fuck you know? Yeah, just I just have the feeling. Okay. And lastly, Tristan says, living just enough for the living just enough for the city. I cannot, bro. I can't, man. Let's yeah, that whole stacks and dimes shit they got promoted. Yeah, whatever. Let's go to another match that was just squash. And hey, you want to have a quick conversation? Let's have a quick conversation real quick. Braun Breaker faced Duke Hudson. That's all. Braun won. He kicked his ass. That's it, and that is all. So yeah, that's it for that. Um, but the caveat though, let's talk about what happened after the match. Let's talk about what happened after the match because remember I told you Cameron Grimes after Braun tried to console Cameron, he told him, "Yo, I don't want no pity. I don't want none of that." But what he do want apparently is an NXT championship title match. And y'all, yeah, let's talk about this because y'all let me know how you guys felt about this promo because I don't know. Certain parts it felt a little hit and miss. Certain parts had me looking like Braun is looking in that first picture on your left hand side. Just what? But pretty much he tells Braun, you know what, man? I respect you. Don't get it wrong. I respect you. I respect, I know you're a great athlete and you're getting better as the time go by, but I feel like you only got your spot and only got that title or the opportunity to get that title because of who your father and uncle is. Really, no. Let me say it the way he said it. He said, I feel like you only got it because of your last name. And that low key kind of popped me because I was like, technically, no, because his last name on here is Breaker. That ain't gonna do shit. Now, if his last name was Steiner, I would agree. Now, if you have that, like just like everybody had that argument with Charlotte because the last name was a Flair, you could have been like, oh, because you're a Flair. You can't tell Braun Breaker, oh, because you're a Steiner, because clearly his last name is not Steiner right now because you gave him Braun Breaker. Just You're mentioning everything about his legacy, about his father, about his uncle, about everything they done, about like the name that he carried, but you're not letting him carry the goddamn name. Breaker? No, that's not the name that got him the opportunity. Steiner is. That frustrated me. That frustrated the fuck out of me. And the fact that Cameron even said that shit made me do the face that Braun just made in the long picture on the left hand side. Like, what? No, that can't be why, because my name's not Steiner. It's Breaker. It's a difference. Like, I just but also, but he did, he got touchy. He said, well, hey, you got special treatment. Your dad got to watch you have your championship match. And well, my dad had to watch me from heaven win my championship. And I was like, yo, are you blaming him for your dad dying? I am confused. I don't mean to laugh, but it was just like, yo, like the promo just wasn't meshing that much to me. You feel me? It just felt like it went a little left a couple of times in it. Like, I get where he was going with it, but it was swerving, man. It was swerving. But all in all, he tells Braun Breaker that, you know what, he said, fuck just saying the catchphrases. What's the point of saying this catchphrase if I don't actually shoot for it? So how am I gonna say I'm going to the moon if I don't fire the rocket? So fire the rocket now. I want a shot at the NXT championship at Great American Bash. I'm down for the match. All in all, I am down for the match. Cameron Grimes versus Braun Breaker. They shook hands on it. I do believe this is going to be official. So at Great American Bash, we are going to see Braun Breaker, who should be Rex Steiner or Braun Steiner something, but he should have Steiner in his last name since they already mentioned it. But hey, we're having Braun Breaker going up against Cameron Grimes at Great American Bash for the NXT championship. So hey, y'all, let me know how y'all feel about this, man. Do you think Cameron Grimes should get a title shot? Do you think that what did you think about this promo? And are you any type of excited for NXT Great American Bash now? You let me know. Let's head to the comments real quick. Young Rich Skinny says, all the blondes aren't hot blondes. I'll say that. This is true. But Vince may think so. Or Vince will try to put it out there as so. Like, he probably has found what you should be, but then he's like, oh, hell, I'm not going to use you. She's been black-headed all time and brunette, and he changed her long. So yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy. We got Young Kenny says only two. Only elaborate on it, we went through a lot, but only two. Tristan says, I was wondering how weird made it back. That show was definitely taped. On the UK show, I definitely found that they did a UK show. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't even know what taped. I had no idea that was taped. So we definitely shall see. Okay. Oh, my audio's going in and out. Hold on one moment. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Am I looking better, guys? Am I looking better? I do believe Let me know if I'm looking better in the comments. And I'm still going in and out. I do believe a plane probably came over and probably messed up my Wi-Fi. Let me know if I'm sounding better right now. Let me know if I'm sounding better. Put it in the comments. Let me know if I'm sounding better. A plane kind of went by and fucked up my there we go. There we go. Sorry, y'all. Had a little plane problem. Messed up my Wi-Fi a little bit. But we are back. We are back. Let me go back to the comments real quick, y'all, and let's talk about it again. Again, Young Rich Skinny says all the blondes aren't hot blondes. I'll say that again. I agree. But as you know, Vince liked to make it seem that way, or make it seem the way he thinks things are. Just like I said, remember Lana? As we find out, Lana is a natural brunette, but when he had her come on the scene, she was a blonde. You feel me? He just liked to find hot people and then make them blondes, I feel like. Let's see. Also, Tristan says, I was wondering how Wade Barrett made it back from the UK so quick. That show was definitely taped. Yeah, I'm just finding that out now too. I actually did not think about that. I realized that, but wow, man. Young Rich Skinny says, I wanted Braun versus Carmelo. That would be a dope match. That would be a dope ass match. We might be getting that down the line. Like I thought that's what we were going to get when Carmelo lost the North American title. I thought he was going to say, "All right, well, I could still be an A champion. Let me go for the, NXT championship." But instead we are getting Cameron Grimes versus Braun. So yeah. Yeah, God. Tristan says he's finna get suplex from from the moon. Yeah, man. Oh God, he's finna fly. He's finna fly. What I really want to see in that match though, when it comes to Cameron Grimes and Braun, is if he will get that cave in stump and how it will look. Because I'm like, he's Braun is a jack dude, so that man, you can't cave in that chest. That's man, it's gonna be crazy. Eddie James says Vince love legacy superstars, but that's if you love legacy superstars, Vince, why the fuck? Because he started changing this. Remember, at first, yes, he loved legacy superstars, but at least he let them keep their name. Charlotte Flair, you feel me? Like Guerrero, like you let them keep their name. But now when it comes to the Steiners, he's fucking Braun Breaker. Really? Like, and then you still mention everything about his last name and legacy, but you're not giving him his real last name. Same thing with them changing the Rock's daughter's name. Like I get what the Rock, I get what she's saying, like, oh, a name shouldn't change, how we support them and whatnot. But it's like, if you're mentioning the legacy, if you're mentioning the name, like if the Rock's daughter comes in and they mention that her last name is Johnson or that she is the Rock's daughter, but she has no ties name-wise to the Rock, why the fuck should I care? It's like you don't like it just he loved legacies, but now he don't like to mention it. I don't know. NXT frustrates me on the daily, Eddie James says. It says Cameron should tread lightly. Uncle Scott gonna pop up like Beetlejuice if you keep going on. Hey, Scott Steiner gonna do some math for his ass. That's what's gonna happen. Scott Steiner gonna do some math. You be like, hey, look, you got a half a chance of not having a chance of something. Let's see. And Young Rich Skinny says Lana was blonde before WWE. She was in Big Mama's house as a blonde. Really? She was in Big Mama's house? I missed that shit. I gotta watch that. The first one? Which Big Mama's house? Please let me know, Young Rich Skinny. I gotta watch it. Now I gotta see. I did not know she was in Big Mama's house. But even if she was in that movie as a blonde, like, do you know, have she changed like that? So her roots are actually blonde. I need, because I'm like lately, like ever since she left, she went. It seemed like she went back to black, but Maybe she chose black. I don't know, but it just seems like he changed some people's hair color to blonde just to make it seem like all hot people are blonde. That's it. Let's go on, man. Let's move on. After this, man, we had the Diamond Mine, the members of Diamond Mine, turning the tables on Roderick Strong after Ivy now went to talk and console some more talent, and tell her, hey, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna make it. I know you've been having quite a losing streak, but it's gonna be okay. You're gonna make it, no problem. And Roddy is seeming like he's seeming like a whiny little kid right now. No, no, why are you doing that? Why did you talk to her? You're not supposed to do that. It is conquer or not conquer. It's just, oh God. Like I said, I feel like it's gonna get to the point where the Creeds and Ivy like just detach themselves from Roddy. I feel like. But it goes on to where the Creeds come back and he even talks to the Creeds. Why the hell did you shake their hands? And no, you're supposed to put the nail in the coffin and that's it. So they said, okay, whatever. But you know what? Hey, we got some good news for you. We took your advice. And you know what? What's a great leader without an example? So they have booked Roddy in a match. And as we all know, Roddy ankle is not feeling the best. And he even mentioned it, but they said, hey, no excuses, right? And Roddy just stormed off like, okay, fine. And he just left. So looks like we're going to get a Roderick Strong match next week. Okay. Okay, I'm down with it. But yeah, they're definitely going to split. Let's go to the comments real quick. Young Rich Skinny says Charlotte should go brunette. I'm glad Clandy Rhodes. Oh God. I'm glad Clandy Rhodes did. I can't stand you with Clandy Rhodes. But yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Charlotte is just Charlotte. Even if Charlotte goes brunette, she's still gonna look like her daddy. Young Rashini says Lana only went brunette for a movie role. Oh, okay. All right. So she really is fully blonde. Okay, cool. So I guess he just only finds hot blondes or people he perceives as hot blondes. So yeah. Tristan also says, so Roddy's the one been watching Dave Chappelle. Yes. Roddy has also been watching the Haters Club. He has definitely been hating like a motherfucker. He's been hating so bad. It's even been getting on my nerve, and I'm not even a part of Diamond Mind. I'm done with that shit. Then after this, Young Rich Skinny, where you at? Because I know this was your favorite part of the whole show. When Sophia sets the record straight for Mr. Nelson Muntz. Oops, I mean, I'm sorry. It's just generic man. Generic man. But Sophia sets the record straight and says, you know what? That whole match last week was bullshit. And it will be 1-on-1. So there will be no Jensen. There will be no Fallon ringside. But also, there will be no Sophia ringside. And there will be no Mr. Stone on ringside. And Stone was like, what the fuck? What do you mean I won't be ringside? But she knows that the monster, the generic as he is, she thinks that he will get it done, by himself. So yeah. And here we go. I knew it. Young Rich Uni says Sophia saves the show for me. Yep. I knew it. That was your favorite part. And I'm not gonna lie, that was Sophia is the one that is carrying Mr. Generic, because without her, he's just a generic man. That's the reason why I just called him Mr. Generic. I can't even say his name because he just looks like a generic playable character on 2K. He looked like an unmade character. Like, you know how when they just give you just the bare tax of what you can make somebody, he looks like a made up character. Oh my God. So just so generic. It's crazy. But yeah, Sophia definitely saved this segment and the show for Young Rich Skinny. Young Rich Skinny also says she is the hottest blonde, the only one I acknowledge. Oh, so you give her Roman treatment. Okay, I see. I see. Okay. And it was so nice she had to say it twice. And she also said Sophia needs to break away from him, but I'm not gonna say it out loud. Well, technically you typed it out loud, Young Rich Skinny, but I'm not saying that. But you typed it out loud. And then you had me read it. So technically you said it out loud by you typing it and have me read it. But yeah, man, Sophia Sophia definitely did save that segment. So we were gonna see how Mr. Generic Man does by himself. I don't know. We'll see. And then the thing that kills me about this shit. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go on a little rant. The thing that kills me that they kept Mr. Generic Man and working with him. You got rid of Parker Bardot and said he did not have it in the ring yet, or don't have any charisma or whatever, and you can't work with him. But yeah, you got this generic ass motherfucker right here, and he ain't done a shit to even make himself stand apart yet, really. Still in NXT or anything, but you kept him. Again, I don't wish nobody to lose their job, but I just don't get the logic. But okay, all right. Okay. Oh, okay. Younger Skin says anybody asked she was hacked. So is that your hacker telling me to tell the people that you're hacked? Hey hacker, stop hacking Young Rich Skinny stuff and saying bullshit like that. Like she should be leaving Mr. Generic Man, okay? All right. Yeah, stop it. Hacking Young Rich Skinny like that. You need to stop it. Tristan says I stayed quiet, no color, purple jokes. Oh my god. Young Rich Skinny says Sophia would be more suitable for Max Dupree. So you think she should move straight up to SmackDown with Max and be one of the models? Well, one of the model people that he's gonna. Hey, that might be good. Give Max some people for give him a woman and a dude and just have okay, that can work. That can work. What would the faction be called? What? We'll see. We'll see. But that probably will work. That definitely will work. Then after this, after Sophia set some shit straight, we had another debut by Mr. Giovanni Vinci. And as he would say, Vene Vidi Vinci. And first of all, let's just first break down his entrance. This man, he pretty much does 4 poses for his entrance. He'll walk through the gorilla and then just stand there and smile. And then he gets Vin. Then he walks down the aisle a little bit, again looks at the camera, and then he gets Vidi. Then he walks in the ring and gets Vici. And then he gets his whole name in the ring. It looks kind of cool on I don't want to say on paper, but on TV it looks cool. I wonder how it looks in person, like live. Just so he's just walking and it stops. Walking, then stops. Walking, then stops. Then walks and then stops in the ring. I just wonder how it looks in person and live, because it looked cool it looked cool on TV. It looked cool. So pretty much it looks like his whole gimmick is appearance matters. I guess he's not too much of like or not at all like a Prince Pretty was, but he's like a high class man. He like high class things. He makes sure he looks good for the camera at all times and all this stuff. So we'll see how his character more develops as he goes in NXT. For his first debut match, it was cool. He went against Guru Raj. I'll say that right. I want to say it. I went for it, and I think I did it right. Yay me! If I didn't get it right, oops. But yeah, man, Mr. Giovanni Vinci, he did his thing. He definitely did his thing. Definitely showed he not just have a ground base when it comes in the ring, but he can also do some flying. He did a springboard off the ropes. He did a shoulder block. He got some strength on him. Looks good. Definitely got a good look on him. I can see him, if they again book him correctly, I can see him, maybe getting the North American Championship or, all the way down the line. Please do not shoot this motherfucker all the way up too soon. But hey, I can see him getting NXT Championship. He got the look. He got a swagger. We haven't really heard him talk quite yet, so I don't know how he will be promo wise. I don't know if that will be it is or would be a crutch for him, but so far he looks okay. Let's go to the comments real quick. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see what we got. We got Tristan saying, "All my life I had to fight, damn it." God damn it, Tristan. You gonna be doing these? Okay, color purple all the way through. Let's go. Young Rashidi says, absolutely. And she's a designer as well. It would be perfect. Oh, talking about for Young Rashidi says, I'm sorry. Vici is not that cute to have his gimmick. Okay. Definitely not gonna talk about the other man being cute. I just said he got a swagger. He got a swagger for him. But hey, young Rich Skinny says he ain't cute. All right. Shit. Come on now. Tristan says Fabian should never smell. Wait a minute. That's who the fuck. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. Wait. Are you fucking telling me? Wait. Hold the fuck up. That is him. Tristan, thank you for pointing this shit out. Is that fucking Fabian Eichner? Fuck it. Just fuck it all. Just fuck it all. Just fuck. What? Of course he looked good in the ring. Of course he do. Because fucking Fabian. See, that's how into NXT that I have not been at all. Because I forgot even that they even broke them up. Because that's right. Because now the new lead, Ludwig Kaiser, is with Gunther. And then they even changed Fabian's name to now Giovanni Vinci. See, I was willing not to rant for NXT. Like, I thought, I was like, hey, Raw sucked. Ooh-wee. What the fuck? And no, and you see, the thing is, I would have never noticed because, like you said, again, I'm gonna keep this up there. Tristan, you're right. He should never smile. I never seen this motherfucker smile. I never seen this type of Fabian. I never seen this. I'm used to the fucking mat being sacred to this man. Now you made him a model. Vidi Vidi Vinci? Really? Go to the comments. Let me just go back to the comments because thank you, Tristan. Thank you. Young Rashini says they always give these mediocre white boys these pretty boy gimmicks. I'm tired. The only one who fitted was Tyler Breeze. You are very correct. You are very correct. Yes, you are very correct. Tristan says he got the brighter version of Damian Yeast old entrance. Oh God. Young Rashini says he got the look of a trucker. Oh God, this is killing me. Tristan says he should be Gunther on SmackDown. Imperium versus the Bloodline would have been super honey. Bruh! Vince is pissing me off with this. Vince is pissing me off with this. See, now NXT is pissing me off. See, I knew something told me you don't want to go to school. Something told me don't go to school. See, I should have ditched. I should have fucking ditched. But I love you guys. I love you guys. And I wanted to do this. But oh my God. Young Rashini says, just make them wrestlers. Hell, not everybody can be pretty. Yes, you're right. You're right. And you know who shouldn't have been fucking pretty? Fucking Fabian Eichner, the guy that. Oh, okay. This is going to be okay. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely going to end in a rant. NXT is so bad. Eddie James says. Tristan says, "Sorry to break it to you, bro. I thought you knew. You know what? Even with the vignettes that was happening, it did not click to me. It did not click at all to me. And I'm man. Oh my God. Young Rashidi says they would have made Eugene a model these days. Have Eugene walking down the aisle just waving his shit. I can't. Young Rashidi says, same with Tiffany, but let me not speak. Are you getting hacked again? Are you getting hacked again, Young Skinny? Go ahead. If you need to speak, let the hacker do it. I know when the hacker does it. Tristan says, should have called out today, big bruh, but we appreciate the work. Man, oh my God. This shit that shit just pissed me all the way off. That was Giovanni. You know, let's go to the next shit. Because after this, we had a backstage segment with a Mr. Grayson Waller. Actually, it was with Solo, but Grayson Waller want to interrupt Solo, and he wants that bloodline beat down so fucking bad. If y'all did not see earlier on, I do believe it was last week, the Usos even tweeted out and said, yo, are we gonna have to come down there? Now, if the bloodline come down to NXT, it definitely will be a ratings pop for sure. I would definitely want to see Grayson Waller get his ass beat for sure. He wants that bloodline beat down so bad, and he mentioned that, and he blames pretty much Apollo Crews joining him for a tag team match for them winning. So he said, okay, you blame Apollo, let's take all blame out the window. Me and you, one-on-one next week. It's made. And Grayson was like, what the fuck? I didn't ask for a match. Oh God. Oh. And that's what we got, man. We got Grayson Waller next week going up against Solo Sikoa. Oh yeah, man. He gonna get his ass beat. It's gonna be a total beatdown. A total beatdown. Oh my God. Let's go. Eddie James says at least AEW's tomorrow. Yes. Tristan says, as Dre once said, express yourself. Eddie James says Grayson Waller gonna get jumped by all the Samoans. Hey, he gonna get his ass stumped out. He gonna get his ass fully stumped out. I'm just gonna laugh. Young Rich Skinny says just as long as they don't touch Carmelo, we good. I feel like they're trying to touch Carmelo, but Carmelo's just too gold. He's just too golden. So, I you know. Carmelo just too golden. He's too much of an 8 champion. But yeah, man, Solo going up against Grayson Waller. Hey, y'all just ready for a Grayson Waller beatdown. And then for finally Solo I feel like Solo will be the next one to win the North American Championship. And hey, I'm down for that. Give us Solo. AEW ain't no bet. Hey. I tell you, you know what? Let me take this picture off right now. I'll tell you this because I know what you're about to say. You know, you zip your lips. Let me tell you right now, younger skinny. You tell me. And look, you saying AEW ain't no better, but twice, you have even had to give AEW a better rating than you even gave NXT, Raw, and SmackDown. So it may not be to the moon better, but I'm just saying. It's a little better. It's a little better. It's a little bit more digestible than this. Ooh, where's my damn hat? Let me get my hat back. Whew, that pissed me off. All right, I'm back. Eddie James says Grayson Waller don't know the NOI family runs deep in every promotion. Exactly. I'm like he can get stumped out. He gonna get stumped out. It may not be in the ring. It may be in the parking lot. I don't know. Young Rashini says I was hacked that day too. Okay. All right. You was hacked that day. Okay, I believe. Well, the hacker done gave it to you. Okay, no problem. And Eddie James says AEW tomorrow will be better than NXT today. I agree. And then Tristan says something better than nothing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, it's definitely better than nothing. It's definitely better. Then next, after this backstage segment, we had the A team. That's right, the A team of Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. With Trick, funny had a shirt that said "Whoop that Trick," and I'm not gonna lie, that shirt popped the fuck out of me. That shirt popped me big. But yeah, you had Trick and Carmelo, the A team, going against two dimes and stacks. And just to give us a little palate cleanser, a little warm up for what would happen to D'Angelo next week. And I would say one good takeaway I have from this match is Trick is while we're talking about people getting better, I'm seeing more and more better for Trick. And with Trick, he's doing better in his hot tags a little bit. There was a couple of missed hits and moves, but it wasn't too bad. He recovered great. Definitely, I do see Trick getting better in the ring. I'm ready to see some type of, like I said, I can see them getting a tag team title, put something on Trick because he deserves it. Melo been the A champion. This man has been the A cheerleader. Like he has been the A. Like he deserves it. He's been working hard for it. At least give this man a tag team championship, something. Melo, you already know Melo been on the money. He has been money. Stacking dimes. They're now finding out that they are released. God damn it. And in the middle of a storyline. Okay, I'm not gonna rant yet. I'm gonna wait to the end of the show. But but Stacking Dimes tried their best to fort Carmelo Hayes and Trick, but once again, they tried to have Legado del Fantasma cheat for them and ended up backfiring and end up doing a splash on, I do believe that was two dimes, and we end up getting a win from Carmelo Hayes, and that was it. Like they just the family just do not gel and completely don't gel because I guess the family is over now. And it was just hilarious seeing fucking Escobar's face just laugh. It was just hilarious. It was hilarious after the match, and even after you had them tell Legado del Fantasma, this is our family now. This is not how y'all run it no more. This is how we run this shit, and y'all better do better. And the time is next week for y'all to do better when I win the North American Championship. We will see about that because clearly shit has changed. Oh Lord. Yeah, man. So clearly shit has changed. But hey, what did y'all think about the match? I guess being the last match of either two dimes or stacks, either one. What did y'all feel about this one right here? Let's see. We have Young Rich Skinny saying but AEW is better than SmackDown currently, but NXT, I don't know. Ooh. I think you might want to add Raw in there too. AEW is definitely better than Raw. Or really, let's just say the show, because I don't want to say a whole company. Again, I don't like to compare companies because it's two different. But yes, Dynamite is better than Raw, and Dynamite is better than SmackDown. Yes, and it even gets sad sometimes when the 1 hour Rampage is better than the 2 hour SmackDown. Even so, I just putting that out there again. Not picking one side, but again, it's how they're booking shit, and this is true. Tristan says Bucci at a honey. Shout out to Mac. Shout out to the homie $1 Million Mac, man, for real. Young Rich Skinny says, I want that shirt. That whoop that trick shirt. I low-key want that shit too. That trick shirt is dope as hell. Young Rich Skinny also says Trick should be mid-card champion while Melo is the world champion. You never know. That might even happen too. Like I said, I'm seeing him getting better in the ring. So, we might see it down the line where either Melo somehow passes it on to Trick, and then, we can have, them taking over NXT. Because Trick already has the charisma. He already has the charisma. I think they kind of, leveled out who Trick is now. So, that's more believable and everything too. So, yeah, I can see that. Young Rishini also says, where the hell has Elektra been? I know she part of this. She probably quit. She was like, fuck this. I don't want to be part of this family. Family no more. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this church. I'm tired of this family. We are now part of some battalions that want to argue with black people. I don't like it. She probably left. Also, Young Rich Skinny says Raw is on and off. Yeah, it's on and off. All right. I turn it on, and then in a couple of minutes, I want to turn it off. Yeah. Young Rashini says, do you think Idris and Malik going heel? Oh, that's right, because there was the talk with Idris and Malik going talking with Cameron Grimes, and Grimes was telling them that hey, you need to tap into something else, because this ain't doing it, and you're gonna lose your dignity and all. And the look on their face was, I don't know if they're going to turn heel or they're going to be more aggressive and stop joking around. Maybe it means they're going to stop joking around and, just maybe be more serious. I can't see them just doing a heel turn. Like, for what? We'll see. Maybe they might work that out. And lastly, Tristan says Elektra is keeping the glutes tight. You feeling Elektra? You feeling Elektra, Tristan? Are you feeling it? Yeah. You know what Matt calls Elektra, right? I'm not even gonna start. I'm not even gonna go there. Not even gonna go there. But yeah, man. Yeah, let's talk about this main event, y'all. Let's talk about this main event. Let's get on out of here. Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez, and Indy Hartwell going up against Toxic Attraction. Yeah. It was a match. By this time, I was totally out of NXT. I'm not gonna lie. I was totally out of it. I was in and out for this match. I do know that they, the trio of Cora Jade, Roxanne Perez, and Indy got the win. Roxanne getting the pin. It's cool. It's definitely cool. I'm getting tired of toxic attraction. I did get to see that the crowd was actually chanting toxic waste in all to toxic attraction, and that was interesting. Because it did look like they had the crowd at first for a bit, but yeah, they even losing the crowd. Um, I am excited about Roxanne Perez. She is very, very wonderful in the ring. She is oh my god, she's and also remember she do have that breakout star contract, so maybe she might be the one to take what's it called, take Miss Rose off of her pedestal, and hopefully that is what we have. I'm excited about Roxanne Perez. I do hope they do something different with Indy Hartwell. Like I said, I'm tired of them letting her mention Dexter, but not mention Dexter, who's not Dexter no more, who is Sam Shaw, and I missed him being Sam Shaw in the first place, which it was good to see him at in NWA Power. It was good to see him as Sam Shaw again. It was so good. But yeah, like if you're gonna mention it, mention the name and everything. Mention how, and then since that's the case, you got to mention how the hell he left, meaning y'all fired his ass. So if y'all want to mention him, mention everything. If y'all don't want to mention it, just leave the girl alone and let her do great things. Let her go on. But yeah, this match was here and there with me. Like I said, Roxanne Perez, main important part. Roxanne Perez gets the win. Let's go to the comments before we go to the ringside rating for this. Y'all flooded this right here. Young Rich Skinny says, oh no, you already got this one. There we go. Tristan says Electra keeps the glutes right. There we go. Tristan also says the heel turns them into two angry ass niggas. That's it. And Cameron hasn't been Cameron Hill yet though. So I'm like, so you telling me the baby face turned the two black guys into two angry ass niggas? Like it made it even worse. It makes it even worse. Like you just let a baby face do that to y'all. What else we got? We got Young Rashini says, I forgot about the main event. See? All this bullshit. And even the main event, it was there. It was something. Tristan says, the Latina flame has consumed me. I feel you. Talking about your feeling for Electra. I feel it. Tristan also says, Roxanne, put on the red light. I'll tell you, every time I heard her name, Roxanne Perez, I just be like, I just seen that old song, Roxanne, I want to be your man. Young Racine says, please, the title of that heifer's please take the title off that heifer. There's no reason her reign should be longer than Sasha's. I think they're trying to prove something with Rose, or Rose is trying to prove something because, she did say even in her own promo, oh, y'all thought that I was just going to be a transitional champion, but how long am I champion now? And I'm like, bitch, I don't care. I feel like you shouldn't have been champion this long. I still feel like you shouldn't have been champion this long. Still to this day. And it's not even about you being a heel. That again, if any heat that a lot of these people are getting right now is not just heat as in boo, your character making, it's not MJF heat. No, it's not. It's just ugh. Like, you're getting on my nerves. Shut up. Or just I don't care. Like I really didn't think you're gonna be champion because you wasn't there to me and you're still not there. But okay. Eddie James says, I am so done with toxic attraction. Yeah, toxic wasteland. Yeah, I know. I feel you. Young Rishkini says the ending was underwhelming. I didn't even catch the full ending. I just saw that Cora Jade was. I'm not gonna lie. You know what happened? I fell asleep. I was putting my son to sleep while he was watching the wrestling, and then I ended up going to sleep. It was God. Young Rishkini says, I hate tape shows. They be so especially NXT. Tape shows are and even the live shows are a lot of times. I do not like going to school. I don't like going to recess. I don't want to go to Saved by the Bell. Nope. I don't. Tristan says there is this new crop of women's better be in the Royal Rumble next year. This new crop of women's. Yeah, look, I'll rather see. I want to see Roxanne Perez in the Royal Rumble. Definitely Indy Hartwell. Yes. Toxic Attraction. I don't care if they're in the Royal Rumble. No. Gigi, yes. Gigi and Dolan, yeah, yeah, they can be there, but I don't care if Mandy's in there. No, I don't. I don't care at all. No. Young Rich Skinny says, "What the hell is there to prove with that girl? That that the Ku Klux Klan is still a threat to society? Girl, we know y'all evil, Val, and nasty. Get the fuck out of here and off our TV." Ooh, girl, you are on fire, ain't you? Clandy does remind me of a low budget Kelly Kapowski from Saved by the Bell. See, I told you everything in NXT 2.0 is going to remind you of school. Everything. I keep on telling y'all. I told y'all. So let's go to our ringside rating. Very quickly. I'm not even going to last long with this. NXT 2.0 gets a 2.0 for me. There you go. 2.0 gets a 2.0. There we go. It was I'll give them this, even as frustrating as they are, they were a little bit better than Raw. Even as underwhelming as that match was, that main event match, at least they had a main event match and not a main event pose down. So you know what? NXT 2.0 gets a 2.0 from me. What is your ringside rating, y'all? What y'all feeling about this, man? Tristan says, you said Gigi, where my eternal wig at? You look, I wouldn't mind seeing Gigi in the Royal Rumble. I wouldn't mind. I'll be down for it. Young Rashini says she's giving NXT a 2.5. Okay. For Sophia and Carmelo. Okay, 2.5. Yeah, you know what? That 5 would have been a 5. But you know what just changed my mind? And you could blame Tristan because he just pointed out to me that freaking Giovanni is Fabian Eichner. And that took that 0.5 away. It's a 2.0. NXT 2.0 gets a 2.0 for me. Why would you do that to Fabian? Okay, never mind. Tristan also says, all I need is a cheesesteak, fries, and the Silk Sonic tape. Yes, sir. And then Tristan says, this shit is a 2. Yep. Yeah, definitely NXT was a 2, man. It was definitely a 2. Ah, God. If you have not got your ringside rating in, just put them in the comments and we will read them out before the end of the show. But man, let's hit you with some mayhem news real quick. Let's hit you with some mayhem news. And like I said, we will talk about PCW a little bit later, just a little bit later. But let's talk about one thing that I actually saw on Instagram. And shout out to the wrestling news on Instagram. But speaking of NXT, we already had a feeling this will happen. It says Vince McMahon has seemingly given up on the recently called up Tommaso Ciampa. And see, a lot of people talked about Tommaso not wanting to go to Raw. Like, he knew what the fuck he knew what this was. Like, he knew what was going to happen. Like, they were going to misuse him. They low-key kind of, you don't know what Tommaso Ciampa's purpose is yet. He just goes and attacks people and fights people so far. So, and now it's reported that Vince has already given up on him. So, what that means for Ciampa? And you see, we already talking about releases about to happen. So, like, I just hate how people really tried to shit on him for going up to Raw. And, like, he had no choice. You feel me? Like, NXT, like think about it. What choice did he have? NXT 2.0 is turning into Raw and SmackDown. So, no matter where you go now, you're gonna have to either try to conform or he's not gonna feel you. So I don't get the point of people that were shitting on him about it, man. It just did not make sense to me. So, but yeah, it is reported. So what y'all think, man? I feel like, yeah, I just feel like maybe he should kind of lost that, asked for his release too. But we already see how that goes when you ask for your release. Now they really not gonna let you go and then punish you after. So I don't know, man. Young Rashini says, I like the high school field too. It's because it's developmental. I just don't like the women's champ. Look, when NXT, I don't like the high school feeling because, again, these are grown-ass people. Now, if you made it seem like a college, it's a difference. The only thing that seemed like a college is Chase U. Not the whole show, just Chase U. You feel me? Like, give me college shit. Give me adult reasons why you are pissed off at somebody else. Why are you giving me this real high school bullshit? Like, for real. Like, I can't. But I feel you. Like, because it's developmental. It's a school. It is a school. So, hey, give us college. You know? Give us real adult problems. Give us real young adult problems. Something. But you're giving us kid problems. And all of them are not kids. They're not kids. Shit. They even act like kids sometimes. You feel me? Like when they have to tell Indy, you're not a veteran. You're just 25. Just like you're not that much older than us. You know, it's like you shouldn't have to tell another adult. It's just one of those. Like, why is Indy seeming so confused? Why? You feel like a confused high schooler. It just don't make sense to me. Tristan says, don't forget my Broken Skull IPA. Oh yeah, man. Break it open, crack it open as soon as you get home, man. Hey, if anybody knows that Tristan should crack open his Broken Skull IPA as soon as you get home, put in the comments a hell yeah. That's right. Gonna get a hell yeah going before we get out of here. Tristan also says, send Ciampa to SmackDown. Will that be better? Will it? SmackDown sucks too. The only thing good about SmackDown is and was Roman. So when Roman's not there, what do you really have? We probably might get some good stuff with Gunther in being IC champ, but you see how that's going. Young Rashidi says, "Oh child, I'm not shocked. I knew Ciampa wasn't going to be on the Mr. Long. Yeah, I main roster. Yeah, I know. I didn't even, but it killed me to have people was really shitting on him for even going to the main roster. I'm like, everything has become the main roster. So, what was the point of even now sticking to NXT when the NXT that he loved and was a part of is gone now? So what was the point? Young Rashini says, this is why Triple H should have made Raw NXT Black and Gold instead of NXT. But that's the thing. Would Vince have gave him the chance to do that? We don't know we don't know the constraints he had when it was Raw. You feel me? Like, and it looked like he tried the best he could when it was like the authority and all that. And he tried the best he could, and it still went to shit. Yeah, that's like Vince has a real grip on that shit. It's crazy. Tristan also says Vince would have never given Triple H control of Raw. Yeah, the little bit of control he had of Raw when he was doing the authority shit, that's the little bit of only control he would have ever had and that did have. That was it. And we already see now Stephanie left, you know, because they some say rightfully so, but you know they shitted on her about her backstage actions and everything. So yeah. And lastly, Young Rashini says SmackDown is worse than Raw. They need a heavy fixing. Yeah, man. All of WWE need a heavy. Realize, okay, look, it's not about it being like. I think probably they think a lot of people just don't like it just because it's PG. It's not about you being PG, y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. It's not, I wouldn't mind you being PG if you just gave us good PG content. It's like this is not good PG content. It's just all over the place. It's just scattered bullshit. It's like it's not conducive to anything. So yeah, that's how I'm feeling with that, man. A little bit more mayhem news, man. Some matches happening, man. I know y'all have seen the Ruthless One, Ruthless Lala, come on the show, man. Mention her BCW Women's Championship, which is still stolen, by the way, by Mr. Isaiah Wolf. You need to return that goddamn title. And you need to return it before July 30th, where on BCW's own Anniversary 5, she will be she will actually be defending her BCW Women's Championship, not a shiny, but BCW Women's Championship against a Miss Riley Shepard. Man, this is going to be a great, hard-hitting match, man. You do not want to miss it. It will definitely be on an IWTV. And also, it will be on, and also, if you're going to be in the area, man, get some tickets, man. Get your tickets. You already know, hashtag get your tickets. And also, it's because if you get your tickets, or if you just tune in, you will also catch, just announced today, we will have the Rev Ron Hunt of FTP going versus a Mr. Darius Carter. Man, this match is going to be for the culture. Straight for the culture. You do not want to miss this, man. Rev versus Darius for the first time ever. It's going down. Straight down. Man, it's going to be crazy. And as we always tell you, man, get your tickets to PCW Ultra way out west, man. The card is stacked. Lucas Riley. The card is stacked. Danica De La Rue. The card is stacked. Danny Limelight. The card is stacked. That's right. You're going to see Booker T there. The card is stacked, I said. You're going to see Viva Van, the women's champion there. And, oh, that's right. I mentioned Viva. That's right. The same woman that's going to face a Miss Rachel Ellering. Yeah, that's right. Rachel Ellering for the PCW Ultra Women's Championship. You don't want to miss that match. Get your tickets. Tristan, I know you said you're out in the Bay. Hey, have you got them tickets yet? Am I going to see you there? Hey, am I going to... We going to turn up? We going to cause some mayhem? Let me know. Let me know, bro. Let me know. Because also, there going to be some matches like Danny Limelight going against Lindsay Dorado. Woo! Fire match, man. Come on now. Get your tickets, man. Get your tickets. War Beast going up against Gorilla. Jacob Fatu. Now, if y'all don't know about Jacob Fatu, tune in to MLW, man. If y'all don't know about Joseph Samael, tune in to MLW. Go ahead and look at some old NWA tapes. Yeah, this man go way back. 20 plus years in the business, Joseph Samael got. You man, if you want to see violent matches, if you want to see real good matches, check out a Joseph Samael match. Now, them two together, will blow your mind. You do not want to miss this at all. You don't want to miss this, man. Seeing people like Steve Madison going up against Alex Coughlin, man, two great in-ring technicians going head to head. You can't miss this. But of course, again, the match that we are giving you, man, Mr. Toa Leona going up against Killer Cross. That's right, sponsored by Ringside Mayhem Podcast and Heel Turn Comics. You cannot miss this match. You cannot miss this event, man. Come on, get your tickets. If you're in the California area, get your tickets right now, man. It's not gonna be too bad. And if you're thinking about, I might want to visit Cali, this will be the place to go right here. And speaking of can't miss, I told you, man, you already know your boy be booking some fire for you. Your boy be booking some fire. And I got this fire interview for y'all. So y'all gotta stay tuned. Tune in July 5th. Once again, Tuesday, July 5th at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time. We will have none other than Toa Leona in the building. That's right. The same man that's about to face Killer Cross on July 15th at Way Out West. That's right. He's going to be on here to talk all things wrestling, to talk PCW Ultra, to talk AEW, Ring of Honor, man, to talk FSW in Vegas, man, even just to talk about life, man. You don't want to miss it as we raise some mayhem with Toa. And yes, the hunt has begun. So yeah, man, tune in, man. Get your tickets. That's right. Yeah, I love you. Younger Skinny, you are dope, man. Yeah, get your tickets. And get your tickets. Yeah. Let's see what we got, man. Tristan lastly says, payday ain't till next week. Don't make me pull out this credit card. Bruh, I'm not making you do nothing. I'm just letting you know about this bomb-ass card, bro. This card is bomb as fuck. Younger Skinny says, anybody know where Darius Lockhart has been? When you say where has he been, you mean like where he has wrestled before? Let me know. I can let you know. But I didn't even know what you mean where he's been. Let me know. Tristan says, once Shane's oldest son is done with college, things gonna be interesting, especially if football doesn't pan out. Hey, you never know, man. Yeah, it's gonna get to go down the line. Young Rich Skinny says, return the title. Yes, Isaiah Wolf, return the goddamn BCW women's title. Okay? Give it back to Ruthless Lala. Okay? You stop it. Get the goddamn thing off your genital area. Again, wipe it off first. And then return it. I need you to wipe it, get all the Lysol wipes and all that, and return that shit. Also, Young Rich Skinny says Vince need to take one for the team and retire. Man, fuck taking one for the team. He need to take one for himself, one for God, one for Jesus. He just need to take one and retire. Period. Just, man, do it for himself. Young Rich Skinny also says, but he knew he's staying till he's 345 years old. Yeah, Vince is not going to, man. I don't know when he's gonna leave, man. I don't know, man. He said why he ain't been wrestling recently. Oh, Darius Lockhart no, he's been around. He definitely has been around. The last time definitely was I do remember correctly when he faced Marina Shafir. I do believe he was at another. God, I gotta look up where he was recently, but I do believe he has been around. I do believe. Actually, when we have Lala on next time, we're gonna talk about it for sure. But yeah, man. But as Young Rich Kitty tells you again, get your tickets to PCW Ultra and meet me there. Meet us there. Meet the Mayhem Prophets there, man. Yeah, he faced Marina Shafir. Yes, he faced Marina Shafir at BCW for what's it called, Queen of the North, for the BCW Heavyweight Championship, and Marina Shafir won. Yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Darius Lockhart also. He has faced he went up against Alex Kane. That's right, the MLW open weight champion. That was very that was around STP and Takeover time when he did that. You feel me? So yeah, man. And Lockhart. Oh, you mean Lockhart? But yeah, I'm trying to think. No, that was Darius Carter. But Darius Lockhart, I do believe he was around soon too. I will look it up though. I will look it up. But I thought you were talking about Darius Carter. You know, Darius Carter, the one that's facing Rev Ron Hunt at BCW, Anniversary 5. You feel me? Yeah, thought you were talking about them. But yeah, I will definitely be looking up about Darius Lockhart also. For sure. I got you, Young Rich. I got you. But yeah, man. But as I got you, I just hope y'all got us. You feel me? And when I say got us, I just mean, following us on Ringside Mayhem Podcast on Facebook. Follow us on RS Mayhem Pod on Twitter. Follow us on Ringside Mayhem Pod on IG. And if you already follow us, you say, hey man, I'm tuned in already. I'm already following y'all. Go ahead and share us. Share our page, Share it to your friends. Share it to your family. Share it to other wrestling fans you know. Let them come on into Mayhem. Tell them, yo, hey, this Ringside Mayhem it's dope as hell. I need you to subscribe right now. And go ahead, man. Share it. Once again, Ringside Mayhem Podcast on Facebook, RS Mayhem Pod on Twitter, and Ringside Mayhem Pod on IG. Go ahead and hit that follow button. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all of your podcast platforms. give us a listen if you can watch. We appreciate your listens, we appreciate your ears and your eyes. So hey, whatever you can give us, we appreciate y'all. And also remember, continue to comment. Go ahead and like this video. If you love what you saw, like this video right now. Even as I'm speaking, go ahead and hit that like button. And then click that share button. Yeah, you already know, this video about to end. But hey, you can share it with somebody else that didn't see it yet. And they can enjoy all this mayhem. They can get frustrated with us. Or they can get their, they can get their input in the comments. And they can comment and like. You feel me? And then, most importantly, subscribe and tell them to subscribe. Go to Ringside Mayhem Pod TV right here where you're watching it, probably watching that, and subscribe. Put that subscribe button, and then go ahead over to SSAW TV. That is our head of the head of our whole sports network, SSAW. And go ahead and follow there too. Go ahead and subscribe to there too, because those are going to be our old episodes and all the other stuff from our sports networks. If you like football, basketball, soccer, any sport you can think of, we got it. So go ahead and follow us on there too. And also, don't forget to click that notification bell to get updated on new episodes, because I know you want to see that Toa Lee on the video. So hey, click that notification bell. You get updated on all new episodes, and you'll be up to date on all the mayhem. So you already know. This has been your boy Classic. Thank y'all for tuning in. Catch me ringside. For all the mayhem, it goes down.